Howdy, friends. Welcome back to the channel. The one and only Chief Sim Pilot is back, baby. Oh, we've got a special one today. It's 2022. And so we want to go over our latest and greatest X-Plane 11 add-ons. It'll cover a plethora of airport sceneries. There'll be a different aircrafts we'll talk about, and just a grouping of a lot of different, that's why we call it an add-on video. And welcome to the channel. It's your boy Chief Sim Pilot, baby. We usually fly live online. We've been flying a lot of Microsoft Flight Simulator as well as X-Plane 11. And if you visit our channel, you can see up top, that's us, baby, somewhere up that way, yeah, back that way, up that way, yeah. But yeah, nothing to boast about. We live that life, man, and we're gracious of it. And it's every day pushing forward in a career. And so we like to fly. We see it from a different perspective. You follow our channel, subscribe, you'll learn so much more about us, and you'll hear it from a lot of the inside out. We've got a lot of great things to share coming up 2022. So I appreciate y'all clicking into the video. I'll get me on out of here, and we will go ahead and roll through it. Let's get the music coming on down. All right, friends. First things first. We want to talk about, out the gate. Let's just get right to it, right? So, are you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. Out the gate, coming in number 20. X-Plane 11 add-ons. We've got Freeware airports, man. So you can see Boston Airport. You can Google JFK. There's one for Cleveland. There's one for Detroit, KDTW. And if you search for those, you'll also see you can search for city sceneries. If you look specifically at the helicopters here that is in the scenery, so when you're on the arrival, man, this is the stuff you'll see. If you visit Chief Sim Pilot's channel, you'll see a lot of that stuff that we're just blown away by. X-Plane 11 has some really cool add-ons, and so this is how we do it. We've got the links down below, and so if you just do a control over it, or you may just have to type it fresh, folks, but we'll try and add some of the same links down in the video at a later time. We rushed through this one just to provide you with something, but again, you'll get city scenery coming in. You'll see helicopters in Pittsburgh, Columbus. I think Calgary has some city scenery, so you do a Google search, guys, and you'll see this extreme VFR. That's what that is. That's what that is. All right, that's number 20. Coming in, you got your Freeware airports. Get your Freeware airports and stuff together, folks. It enhances the experience flying. Even if we'll talk about online or all those things with different kind of ATC or what have you. So on to number 19, keeping the party moving. Ground handling. We've added the link down there for you as well. So there are payware additions you can have for ground handling. I think it's free out the offset. And you'll be able to, have the baggage folks pull up. There's certain animations with it. I do think those are free. Correct me down in the comments if we're wrong on that. But that's coming in number 19, man. Get you some ground handling equipment. Again, while you're at those airports in that city, you'll be able to, kind of just add to the realism a little bit. Number 18. Landing rate display. That's another one that is pretty nice, man. So it allows us to judge and kind of see, and I quoted the author that created, the developer that created this plugin, Dan Barry, shouts out to him, much respect, man, that it allows us to kind of gauge, man, our landings. I know sometimes we think that it's this or it's that. So if you've been around Chief's channel, Chief, leaves the scores as what they are. If we grease one out, we grease it out. So again, man, there's different kind of ways different content creators play with this. Chiefs and Pilot has recently put a Streamlabs betting profile so you guys can earn points with the Sky Miles and stuff. It makes it really, really fun. So you'll see the landing rate and you'll see if you won or not in different ways. So landing rate's always cool. We have fun with it. One of my goals is to just be up there as far as the content creators, man. You know anything about what we do? We talked about the career. Efficiency is what we believe in, but we also believe in being top notch in everything we do, even in the sim and in life. That's our motto. On to the next. That's number 18. Moving in, number 17 is the Web FMC, baby. So we've got a lot of questions about this lately, man, and I just wanted to show you all. So that's a Green Arc Studios product, and Web FMC is free to use with the Zebo. But if you want to use it flying other aircraft in X-Plane 11, there's a payware. I think it's like $15 USD. Nonetheless, so Web FMC is the plugin that allows you to connect your FMC or MIGDU to the iPad or to a accessory device, a mobile device. And so I love it. I've actually went and got the payware edition of it, but to know that you can use it free with the Zebo is pretty cool. I recommend it wholeheartedly. Coming in number 17 is the Web FMC, folks. Number 16, Better Pushback. So you can follow the link here. You basically want to do a Google search for Better Pushback and pull up, do a GitHub on it. So you can type in GitHub as seen below down here, Better Pushback, and then you'll see what comes up here and download the latest, obviously, where it can have that support for different Vulkan or Metal compatibility. And so that's another one that, the pushback, we've had some problems with it recently, and so has other streamers, content creators, but it's definitely worth it. Better pushback, just again, as a tug to push you back out the gate. Coming in number 16. Next, number 15 is the M-Spark 747-4 aircraft. So another freeware product. And just shouts out to him and his work, his team and his work for this aircraft, to the community. It is free of use, free to use to everyone who downloads it. So I would do a search again for the GitHub release of it, and you'll definitely be able to download the latest and greatest M-Sparks. Coming in number 15 on the list. Now, I understand some of these are order in sequence. I think our goal was just to give folks something to go by when trying to get X-Plane 11 looking sweet, without, a crazy expensive budget and things like that. So I think you have to stay reminded of that throughout this listing here. So coming in number 14 is SAM 3.0. or AutoGate. So SAM is the Stairport Sceneries released to 3. I know some folks may still be using 2 or previous versions, but SAM allows for the different gate features and animations. And then so there's also that light that'll display to show you, when you're at the point to put on the parking brake in the aircraft as you pull up to the gate. So SAM has a lot of different features. There's different payware features that come along with SAM, but the general base plugin of SAM is free. And so that's coming in at number 14 on the list, y'all. Number 13 is Avitab. Now, Avitab, although is a free feature and add-on to X-Plane 11, Avitab also has a Navigraph chart subscription that can come along with it. And so what you can do if you want to remain free using the Avitab and have charts, you won't have movable aircraft within these charts that you can visually see, but what you'll have is charts that you can download from like SkyVector or FlightAware, and there's many other websites that folks use to do that. And then there's a place where you can have that PDF go in the charts file distribution, so that when you pull up AviTab, all you have to do is click on your charts that you've downloaded and inserted into the AviTab, and then you'll see the chart. But again, you won't have a movable aircraft that'll highlight on the charts. That's the feature that comes with the Payware Navigraph subscription. All right, so here's the link down below as well for that feature. All right. On to number 12, X-Pilot. So, after you sort of get your feet wet and you think, you're experienced enough to take to the virtual skies and talk to an actual person sitting inside their home, but they're acting as air traffic control, then you definitely want to download the X-Pilot program for Vatsim integration through X-Plane 11. And you have a picture here of what that'll look like. It's a third-party plugin, so all you'll do is need to click it and run it in the background. But again, to hear air traffic control and Vatsim on X-Plane, X-Pilot brings us that feature. I understand that there's different things that folks utilize to make that happen. But this is the way that we go, and so we'll recommend it to new folks to X-Plane 11 as something simple that you can quickly do. It's just a simple download and get started. Coming in number 11, we're looking at Cloud Art. Cloud Art is a mod that can be used with weather programs such as Active Sky, X-Plane, so Active Sky, and then you'll just download Cloud Art to have these textures. But the Active Sky would be the weather engine that would govern where clouds appear and things like that. But when they do appear, you would get the texturing of this Cloud Art cloud instead of X-Plane 11 clouds, which I think historically over time it's been known that they'll flicker and they'll do different things, and so just to be able to have something more stable would work for a lot of newbies to the X-Plane 11 flight simulator. Coming in number 10, y'all. So we have through the list. I hope that you've been able to gather some things with the combination of your airports, a combination of the aircraft that you can be using, as well as some of the other plugins and features and amenities that are out there. And so coming in is a pretty popular one at number 10 at XRAS, runway of awareness avoidance system or advisory system. There we go. Help me out. It's on 2.1 right now, and so as you're approaching the runway, that's that sound that you'll hear in the background saying approaching runway 31 left or things like that, just to make the pilot aware of where he is, as far as the runway is concerned. You hear a lot of long landings and things like that from content creators in X-Plane 11, and so all those different features and amenities come by way of the XRAS program. Coming in, number 9 is another plugin that we've used recently. It's not that we've had to use it because of a crash or nothing, but shouts out to these guys who made and created this plugin that will animate fire trucks rolling, baby. So a lot of my friends could utilize this plugin. I say no names, but fire trucks rolling will animate sound and movement of several fire trucks that'll move out at some point from the airport to your aircraft, no matter where your aircraft is on the apron at an airport. And so I found it to be really, really cool. You can have different views where you're sitting on top of the aircraft looking at your burning aircraft, and you'll see them kind of park a little bit away. What would be cool to see is some kind of animation of the fire hoses coming out and kind of spraying in the direction of your aircraft. That would also be pretty cool. So fire trucks rolling, baby, is another nice one. You'll see the link down there in the slide. Moving on to number 8, y'all, is the Boeing 739-9 Ultimate. So you'll see the link down below for that one. That's from the Threshold crew and website, and you definitely have to download it by visiting the Threshold website, having a login for it. So the Boeing 737-9 Ultimate, again, is not the Zebo, is not the level up, although it may use some of the same systems as the Zebo and has some of the same properties that exist. I think Zebo has something to do with it. So the Ultimate was an aircraft that came out later than the Zebo and was available. And so you guys that are new to X-Plane 11 can definitely pick this up and begin flying a bigger Zebo style aircraft, if you will. Coming in at number 7 is V-State's Ortho Vertical Sim. And we've added his website down below, that link. So definitely check that out. Be sure to, I think, use V-States as an option for a lot of folks who may not want to use Ortho for X-Plane and go through that download process, who may find it rigorous and daunting of a task, can simply download Vertical Sim's V-State tiles per state, and be able to utilize those with a drag and drop to your custom scenery in X-Plane 11. And so that's another option that's out there. Coming in at number 7 is Vertical Sim's V-State's Ortho. Coming in at number 6 is some better night lighting. And so our parts of the world is North America. And so we've added an example here for you with a link below of extended night lighting. It is based on your region, so you'll probably want to do a Google search per your region and see what kind of night lighting options are available. It's been said that X-Plane 11, although we know X-Plane 12 is in the works, X-Plane 11 can be pretty dark at night. And so what this will add for you is an option to brighten up the night sky. For us, X-Enviro just sort of does that. So I know X-Enviro is a payware addition since we're mentioning it, and Weather Engine as well, but seems to do some of those things at night. Not as far as the ground lighting, which this plugin will do. So all of the lights that are stationed on the ground, you'll get the highway lights, you'll get city lights, things like that can be brighter illuminated. All right, coming in number 6, that was extended night lighting on the regional base. Number 5 is Ortho for X-Plane. So I'm sure a lot of you, rather new or old or seasoned to this X-Plane 11 flight simulator thing, have heard of the Ortho 4XP. There was an update since it initially came out, and so what you're able to do is do a GitHub for it by clicking or searching for it in Google, and make sure you do the type in the GitHub for it as well, and download that. You can get started. There's many videos out there to search and peruse and learn how to download tiles and be able to make sure how your overlays and things come out correct and be able to troubleshoot should you have to. You can always hit us up in the Discord or in the comments below if you need some cheap for the crew's help and all these plugins that we've talked about today. All right, coming in, number 4 is the Headshake program. Download that add-on from the SimCoders website. And Headshake just simulates the turning movements of the aircraft and sort of G-forces, that gravitational pull on your views as the cockpit, as the captain in the cockpit, excuse me. And so it will change the angle and the views on takeoff and landing. It will simulate a sort of animation on landing of the aircraft and things of that nature. All right. We are coming on into the final part of the list, y'all. Top 3, what will they be? Let us know if you agree in the comments below. Number 3, man, Max Team Design. We may get a lot of pushback on this one. It could have found a place for it above as not maybe the top 3. However, as an aircraft that is more modern, again, uses a lot of the same systems as Zebo did, and kind of took that work and enhanced or made it a little different for the Max feeling. And so, having flown the aircraft before, is definitely a nice one. Definitely one that we look forward to flying more. I would say my thing is always I can't wait until that team kind of gets out the 7 variant and the 9 variants and kind of update all as they're going along. But it's been good to see just that kind of growth in the community. There's been some divisiveness over it, and hopefully as we are in 2022, things can continue moving forward. We all can fly what we like to fly and be happy kind of doing that in our own sort of prerogative. Moving on, number 2 is the Level Up, y'all, next generation Boeing series. And so you will find that 737-600, 737, the 8, the 9, and the 9ER from the Threshold. Again, Level Up team. We've copied a snippet there and a link below for you to download that aircraft. You can do a Google search for all these add-ons we've talked about today, folks. And again, have your simulator looking like the best of the best, right? It's taken a lot of time, Chiefs and Pilots here to tell you. And so I wanted to provide some short, succinct way for each of you to be able to download a lot of these different mods and be able to have the experiences that we have, having flown these things for quite some time, having learned the ins and outs, and what I guess appreciated as I came into it all, being a new guy and checking out folks' videos to see what's out there and what I should be downloading. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you. Obviously, number 1 won't be a surprise that the Zebo team is the number 1. And so we've talked about a lot of different aircraft today. One of the things that's important to note is that Zebo was very instrumental in a lot of those aircraft that are free that we've talked about today, the Ultimate team, the Next Gen team, a lot of the Zebo work. So coming in rather, again, new or seasoned to X-Plane 11 in this community, you've heard of the Zebo team by now. And so it comes in at our number 1. We've enjoyed flying it. It's been one of the first aircraft that I have really stretched out and made sure that I learned how to fly. And the ins and outs of this aircraft and what it did for us flying on Vatsim and the like. And so with that, it's my top sort of recommendation out to new folks as, again, just a freeware option that exists for you. Hey, with that said, y'all, that's our top 20. You can always let us know in the comments, rather you agree, rather you disagree. Let's try and keep it respectful. And let us know what you would have changed, on your mod list, add-on list. So with that said, y'all, Chiefs and Pilots gonna go ahead and sign out of here. If you liked the video, do us a favor, click that like button at the bottom of the video. It definitely helps to get the channel out there. And we will see y'all back soon, everybody in the skies. Chiefs and Pilot, y'all. We are out of here. Peace.